went to Southminster Presbyterian Church for years and heard about the East Fort Bend Human Needs Ministry and the food bank for years, and I never acted upon it. Frank Haynes for years had given reports about it. I know a lot of people at our church when we went there volunteered here, and I knew it was a very worthwhile ministry, but really didn't act on it till about 3, 4, 5 months ago. It really has been more than I ever thought it would be. I think more than anything, getting to know the volunteers and learning more about their lives, and then let alone the good that the food bank does and providing for people's needs. And there is a great need out there. And to be able to touch people with the love of Christ by providing meals to eat is just an outstanding experience. Every time I've been here, I've enjoyed it. I come away tired. I get to lift a lot of heavy things, and it's really as much as you want to invest into it, they'll allow you to, and I've really enjoyed it a lot. I've learned about sorting dates on cans. That's probably the biggest thing. If anything, I'm more aware going to the grocery store, and I look at things differently, things I took for granted. And probably that is the biggest thing that I have learned, is how much I take for granted food-wise. And we've been blessed in a lot of ways. And obviously, you look at me, I haven't missed a lot of meals. And I understand that I've truly never been hungry, but I know that people that have been, there's a resource here for them, and it's an outstanding ministry and something I think that meets people's primary needs. My favorite part of the job is definitely the other volunteers and hearing their stories, and everyone's got a story, and I enjoy it. I really have learned a lot about some neat people who work here and have worked here for a long time, and the humble beginnings that the food ministry started with next door, and how much better things are now in terms of how they're able to meet people's needs. But really the biggest thing is getting to know the volunteers. I don't have much contact with the clients, but I know that a great good is being done. I would definitely recommend that my friends volunteer here. I think the biggest thing is just realizing you are having a direct impact, and you may not see it firsthand, but every little bit helps. And there's a lot of moving parts in terms of this food ministry, and it's really a cool thing to do your little part and know that a really cool thing is being done. And people being hungry is a great need, even here in our in the area we live in, where there's a lot of affluence, and just the ability to take a small part in that, I definitely recommend it. Probably the biggest thing that I've taken from it is that it isn't about me. And although there are times when I get up and I may not necessarily want to come in and volunteer and put the effort in, that every time I do make that decision and then come here and work for whether it be a couple hours or maybe more, that when I leave, I really feel like I've done something good with my time. Probably the big thing I like to see with the ministry is just becoming more streamlined and more efficient with their distribution of the resources that they have, because no matter how good things are going, there's always going to be people in need, and the better we can do efficiency-wise and getting that fresh food to those people makes it all that much better. I sweat a lot out in the warehouse, even when it's freezing temperature. So you can get a good cardio work here. Whatever you want to work on physically, in lieu of going to the gym, you can get it here as well, if you choose to do so.